Good afternoon. I'm Mallory Brooks. Thanks for joining us for Arkansas Today. We begin with two police officers who were shot overnight. The suspect now, Lorenzo Johnson, is in custody after a night of unrest and protest in Louisville and around the country following the grand jury decision in the Breonna Taylor case. Blaine Alexander joins us with the latest.
This morning, two Louisville police officers are recovering, shot during unrest overnight that gripped much of the city's downtown. This gunfire captured in a police live stream in the area where the officers' shooting took place.
Officer down, right there. Officer down.
I am very concerned about the safety of our officers. Obviously, we've had two officers shot tonight, and that is very serious. It's a very dangerous condition.
Anger spilling into the streets after the grand jury decision in the Breonna Taylor case. Louisville under a 9 p.m. curfew, the National Guard moving in as police and protesters clashed. Similar emotions echoing in cities nationwide, from Chicago to Atlanta to New York City, even turning violent in Denver and Buffalo, where cars plowed into protesters, and in Portland, where a Molotov cocktail thrown at police caused chaos. Taylor, a 26-year-old former EMT, was shot to death back in March when police with a no-knock warrant entered her apartment. She was inside with her boyfriend, Kenneth Walker. He says police never announced themselves. According to the state's attorney general, officers and a civilian witness say they did. Walker thought they were intruders and fired a shot. Police responded with gunfire, killing Taylor. Of the three officers involved, only one will face charges, but not for Taylor's death. Former Officer Brett Hankison charged with wanton endangerment for firing bullets into Taylor's apartment that ended up in a neighboring apartment. For the other two officers, no charges.
According to Kentucky law, the use of force by Mattingly and Cosgrove was justified to protect themselves. There will be celebrities, influencers, and activists who, having never lived in Kentucky, will try to tell us how to feel, suggesting they understand the facts of this case, but they don't.
For many filling the streets.
Was it surprising for you?
No, it's not surprising. Very rarely do black people get justice when it comes to police.
In a scathing statement, attorney Ben Crump, who represents Taylor's family, writes how ironic and typical that the only charges brought in this case were for shots fired into the apartment of a white neighbor.
We know that across Louisville, more than 100 people were arrested. Curfew is set to go into effect again tonight at 9 p.m. In Louisville, Kentucky, I'm Blaine Alexander, NBC News.